We know we are helpless. We know the position in which we are. We are frustrated. We know we are helpless people, impotent people. We can understand. But if you had it, you say, stop it. No, stop it straight away. Otherwise, as Russia did in 1956, I don't know whether you remember, 1956, Britain, France, and Israel, in collusion, they attacked Egypt. And it was over. It was all over. Three in together, they attacked Egypt. And when we read the newspapers, it is finished. For Egypt, what can you do against Britain, France, and Israel? What can you do? Helpless, finished. Russia, for its own reasons, gives an ultimatum. Stop the war now, immediately, or I'm going to rocket bomb Paris and London. I don't know, you see, you people must be young, 56. Most of you are very young, 1956. Look at history. Russia, an atheist country, the enemies of Allah, they are threatening France and Britain. If you don't stop the war immediately, I'm going to rocket bomb London and Paris. Shh, immediate, stop. America said, look, we don't want to get into this trouble. Please, stop it. So they stopped it. Because the guys knew that when Russia says, I'm going to rocket bomb, they can rocket bomb. We are not in such a position, so we can talk, but we know we can do nothing. But when Allah tells us that He's given you a deen, there's a master organ, supersede them all, bulldoze them all. No armaments are required. You don't need guns. You don't need Scud missiles. What you need? The knowledge Allah is giving you. Knowledge, intelligence, intellect. That's all. With the intellect. Because if you had the laser gun, if you had it, we would be disqualified. Because Allah says, La ikraha fid din. There is no compulsion in religion. Suppose we had that laser gun. We say, well, you Americans, if you don't become Muslims, we'll blot you out of from the face of the earth. And suppose you could do it. Does Islam allow you that? No. We tell the Russians, all of you, if you don't become Muslims, we'll obliterate you. Can you do that? No. Why not? Allah says, La ikraha fid din. Then how are you going to do it? I say with the intellect. And the enemy seems to realize that. You see, we have to listen to the enemy. At one stage, they were talking about two powers, East and West. The communism and capitalism, East and the West. Now communism is out. And the whole world, the media, they're all focusing their attention on us. The Muslims, the terrorists, the fundamentalists, the reactionaries. We are a backward people, we are looking for trouble, we want to kill people, we want to murder people. This is it, and the whole world is getting programmed. That one day if they incinerate us, they say, well, the guys deserved it. Like the Jews in Germany and the Hitler. Hitler programmed the Germans that these are parasites, these are Christ killers, they killed our God, kill the Jews. And they say that they incinerated 6 million Jews. True or false, I'm not worried. The fact is, they say 6 million Jews were incinerated in the gas chambers. How did it happen? Programmed. People get programmed. Once you get programmed, this guy's a parasite. Looks like a terrorist. Everybody looks like a terrorist. Like I noticed this morning when I came into your Heathrow airport, right, everybody is walking away through the green line. Me too. My son as well. So the guy looks at my son with this kufia on. He sniffs something. He calls him. First time now. He calls him. You know why? Because he had this thing on. Says, who else is with you? Asking my son. Says, my father. Says, well, your father too. Okay. Says, father also got this on. Why? I'm thinking, why did he do that? You know why? I'm thinking, maybe I'm wrong. Because my son has got this, and our complexion shows we are from the Indo-Pakistan subcontinent. He's a Paki. He's a Paki fellow. You see? Paki fellow, he brings in a lot of drugs. No? Maybe that's a reputation. This guy's also going with 2 trolley loads full. Maybe he's got something. Right? Who else is with you? Say, well, this guy's also travel in gangs, So my father, so your father too come. Of course, just a few words. He found out we are from South Africa. You see, immediately his attitude changed. This is the Turf Blanche fellow, one of these extremist white guys. He was here a couple of days, so we searched through him, and he threatened. So that white guy, that Afrikaner, he threatened the custom fellow. He said, when you come to my country, I'll do the same to you Britishers. You see, that's his mentality. But however, you see, programming. You get programmed, and the whole world, the media is working. They know the dangers there. We are a danger to them. We are a danger to the way of life. We are not a danger to their lives and properties. But at every step, the Muslim is going to tell them, this is not right, sir. You know, eating the pig is not good. You know, drinking alcohol is not good. Dancing, promiscuousness is not good. So at every step, you are a challenge to the fellow, his way of life. And now, when a guy like Rushdie comes about, it makes him very happy. So now you see, one of your own now, doing it to you. Huh? You are boasting a lot, you know. So the guy is getting happy. You know, it satisfies him that, look, what to do with this guy? So now one of his own is doing it to him. So, the Westerner, he realizes our potency. I read a book, I have it, written by the Christian attacking Islam, the Holy Prophet ﷺ, and the Holy Qur'an, by Dr. Pearson, an American. And this guy says something, you know, from the mouth of enemies, you can get gems. Enemies. If you recognize it, that the guy, what he's telling, he's in hatred. He's talking out of hatred, but there's some truth in what he says. And it's actually an asset, if you realize it and if you can make use of it. He says, people who worry, says, that the nuclear weaponry will fall into the hands of the Arabs one day. This is what the West is worried about. Maybe Libya, nearly Saddam is supposed to have had it. The Western world is worried that one day these Arab fellows are going to get the nuclear bomb. So people who worry that nuclear weaponry will fall one day into the hands of the Arabs fail to realize that the Islamic bomb has been dropped already. It fell the day, anybody can guess, what do you think he said? When did it fall, the Islamic bomb? When did it fall? Huh?
When the Prophet was born.
He said, the day Muhammad was born. The day, that is the Islamic bomb. The Quran. Because without Quran there is no Muhammad, and without Muhammad there is no Quran. So it goes together. The day Muhammad was born. Now when we analyze, man, there's a power here. In other words, his teachings, what he brought. There's an atom bomb, but we don't realize its potency. Another guy says, a Jewish medical man, writing a book on medicine, research on medicine, history of medicine, in which he gives some credit to the Muslims. At one stage, the Muslims were in the forefront of the sciences. So he describes the Muslims. He says, goat herds and camel drivers, these Arabs. Goat herds and camel drivers, sitting on the throne of the Caesars, means rulers of Rome, Constantinople, East and West, half the known world. Right, now to him it's like he's trying to hurt you, he's sarcastic, but it's true that what Allah did to these goat herds, people looking after sheep and goats, the Arabs, and camel drivers, Allah made them rulers, masters. They go and rule Spain for 800 years. Caesars, rulers, kings. So we are listening to the enemy. He said, now let us see what he says. He is an enemy, but now in his venom we might find something that we can utilize and inspire us.